first step is the consult call. In that conversation, we will gain an understanding of your current situation and what you want to see change. Our goal is to match you with the correct counselor. If we are not the right fit, we will recommend someone in the local community who is. If you schedule with us, your counselor will receive your contact information and they will reach out to you in the next 2 business days. When your counselor reaches out, they will explain what to expect in the first session, how to find us, and answer any questions you may have. This is not your first counseling session. It is a good opportunity to make sure that this is the right counselor for you and to increase your feelings of comfort walking into that first session. Save their number and use it moving forward. If you call the intake line again, you may dial their extension, which is listed on our website. Finding the right counselor is essential in the therapeutic process. If you realize in this conversation or in that first session that this isn't the right fit, please call back the intake line. We are happy to rematch you with a counselor that can better fit your needs. Here is how you log into your portal for the first time and complete your intake paperwork. After you schedule your appointment with us, you will receive an email that looks like this. Once you click on that email, you'll see a button, Create Username and Password. I also want to note that there is nothing on here about therapy. This is to protect your privacy. Once you click that button, it'll prompt you for a birth date. This is the birth date of the client who signed up. So if this is your child, this is your child's birthday. Once you type that in, you'll create a username and password. From there, you'll be able to log into the portal, and on the portal, you can complete intake paperwork, you can put your credit card on file, you can send your counselor a private message, and you can schedule and reschedule appointments. So save that username and password for future use because that will create a lot of convenience in the future. Our office is located off North Point Parkway, directly off 400. We are in Suite 280, which is in the very back of the complex. You will see the initials JCAC on our door. Our waiting room is open and offers sitting that allows everyone space. But please note that as a counseling practice, we ask those in the waiting room to use quiet voices. Also, to take phone calls outside and any active children outside so that we do not disturb those in session. As you want others to be considerate of you, we ask that you are considerate of others. We will provide local places you can take your children while you wait. For online sessions, you can access your session through our portal. 10 minutes before the session starts, a blue button will appear in the top right area of your portal. Here's what you can expect for your first appointment for adults. The first session focuses on exploring why you are coming to counseling and setting goals for your counseling experience. In the first few sessions, your counselor will get to know you, really know you, and truly understand where you want to be. We will help you define the problem you face in a measurable and clear way so that taking steps and making change feels natural and simple. Counseling is hard work, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Breaking things down into bite-sized chunks, fostering hope, and helping you conquer the things one thing at a time and creating a clear vision of your life when your goals are met are the hallmarks of a skilled counselor. After a session or so, if you realize that this counselor really isn't the right fit or doesn't have that right style or the right personality, it's okay to ask for a change. Having the right counselor for you is key to making progress in counseling. Please call back the intake line and we can rematch you with a counselor that is a better fit. No one's feelings will be hurt. It is a natural part of the process. Here's what you can expect for your first session if you have a child or a teen. What that first session will look like depends on the age of your child. For children 10 and under, the first session will be with the counselor and you, the parent, alone, to process any presenting concerns, goals, and what has helped and not worked in the past. This is a good time to be open and candid with your counselor without having to worry about what your child will overhear. The next 2 sessions will be with the child and counselor alone, where we will offer playful assessments to explore the perception of self, world, anxiety, depression symptoms, focus and concentration, emotional regulation, emotional expressions, and themes of play. After those 2 sessions, we will either have a family session altogether or a parent feedback session where we will give you our counseling recommendations. Please note that our counseling assessments will determine the areas of growth needed and will inform the creation of our treatment plan. These assessments, however, are not psychological evaluations and do not result in a psychological report. In the parent feedback session, we will let you know if the full psychological assessment is needed. For adolescents 13 and up, this first session will include the parents and the adolescent together. In the beginning, we will review the intake paperwork together, confidentiality, more information about confidentiality here to come, and the goals. Parents can share their concerns and hopes for counseling, and we can also explore developmental history, medical history, family history with the parent and adolescent together. Halfway through the session, the parent will leave, allowing the counselor and the teen to get to know each other and start building their relationship. For children 10 to 12, children at this age wildly differ in maturity, so we leave it up to you as the parent to decide, should we meet with you individually to discuss their plan, or should we meet all together as a team? Confidentiality and your involvement. How involved you are in session and your child's confidentiality is different based on the age. The younger the child, feedback sessions are more often and more common, and we share more openly the work and the progress that's happening. With adolescents, we respect their need to have confidentiality and privacy in a space for their own thoughts and feelings. Parents will be aware of the goals and progress made, but will not have access to the minor details that are processed and explored in each session. Without this privacy, true counseling is not possible. We will process this together in the first session and review what will and won't be shared together. We know this is hard to not know everything, but we ask for your trust that we will involve you in anything that involves the safety of your child. Otherwise, we will keep the counseling room private so that your child can use it to heal and grow. Divorced or separated parents. Confidentiality between married or separated and divorced parents looks different. With married parents, both parents have the rights to stay involved and participate in parenting sessions. With separated or divorced parents, it depends on the custody arrangements. Generally speaking, all parents with legal custody have rights to their child's information and stay involved. The parent with final medical decision will have the final say if the child can be in counseling or if records will be released. Before starting, we will need to review your child's custody documentation and possibly speak with our lawyer in more extreme special cases. It's important to keep all custodial parents involved. If one parent asks a question, we make sure both parents receive an answer. If an update is given, we plan to update both parents, unless, of course, the custody documentation dictates otherwise. Please feel free to contact us if you have any other follow-up questions. On a side note, we offer free mental health resources through our YouTube channel. Here are a few videos you could click on. We look forward to serving you.